You ain't gon' do shit. 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 You ain't gon' do shit.
You ain't gon' do shit. Niggas mad at me, but I'm just trying to get rich. You should be grinding while you whining, crying like bitch. Yeah, we grinding, farmers shining, you ain't shining like this. Yeah, it's money that I get, and this ganja twist. You ain't never seen a nigga roll up scam like this. If a nigga owe me money, better find my chick. Turn this shit to 4th of July when we fire them sticks. You ain't gon' do shit. You ain't gon' do shit. You ain't gon' do shit. You constipated ass nigga. Keep floating your shit. We confiscated fast nigga. When them sticks come out, you turn a hauling ass nigga.
You ain't gon' do shit. 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 You ain't gon' do shit.
I'm more concerned with the money, focused on the numbers. Haters ain't gon' do shit. This a money back guarantee. We the faculty, we the movement. Hello, how you feeling? MBG is in the building, pen and stack a couple million. Couple buy another couple million till it touches the ceiling. Motherfuck the bank lifestyle, talking long term, I'm here to scrape a billion. Big money, been free revealing. When I break the bank, it's gonna need some healing. Alert the mass and alarm the press. We in the cash cab on the bank inspection. On the road to riches, accelerated. Navigation knows where to take us next. Make a lame upset, flexing, breaking necks. MBG the best, show big respect. We here to collect, get it correct. Direct deposit the check. Take into effect, you feel the effect. If all of the bread don't connect, grind to get some more. No hating, know what someone gonna have to come clean up a mess.
You ain't gon' do shit. 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 Go shit.
Chill. Let's get it.
This is so fire.
MBG, nigga. Yeah. Me and my niggas pass ratchets to blast at niggas who get shit ass backwards. It's okay, bastards, we got the game mastered. Damn, it's insane how we did the game drastic. When I let it bang, yeah, I bet the bang catch ya. MBG the name, we don't get the same cash, bruh. Expensive champagne and we don't pour it in the glass, bruh. You gotta do the thing before you do the damn dance, bruh. Surrounded by lames and you ain't never had a chance, bruh. You never had a chance, I peeped that from first glance. Bruh, you ain't got no stamina, telling on camera, that shit is hazardous, talking on cellulars. When will it register that niggas tryna bury ya? When it register that niggas won't put letter in ya? Another MBG classic, we got the game mastered, yeah. Another MBG classic, we got the game mastered, yeah. Another MBG classic, we got the game mastered, yeah.
I don't sit around, I get around. No way. Lifestyles of the rich and dangerous. Less patient, more payments. Dominant facts, grind, get commas and stacks. Monopolize. Now it's time to pay your property tax. I'm playing it safe. We hauling the freight. Alone and bearing all of the weight. Just make sure the commas relate. Invest in MBG, you'll be great. Be a part of this historic estate. Could be a part of this historic estate. Rock it non-stop, straight to the top. Creme de la creme, cream of the crop. Either love us or hate us, associated with greatness. Won't let the fake shit detain us. Rather be rich before famous. Got my mind on my money, and my eyes on the road. Another MBG classic, that's just how this thing goes.
Another MBG classic, we got the game mastered, yeah. Another MBG classic. We got the game mastered. Yeah. Another MBG classic. We got the game mastered. Yeah. You bastards.
Yo, yo. Yo, 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 yer. What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Knicks in 6 podcast. I am your humble and gracious host, Sire Van Dam. Guru, if I'm your man, it's Van Deezy. And I am here once again with the great.
I am great. You don't even gotta do that. I'll let people know.
Great.
Those who know me know what it is. They know what it is. Those who know me, they find out it's me. They're like, oh man,
Yes,
Sean.
indeed.
Oh man, you're damn right.
Yes, indeed.
You are absolutely right.
We are
Greatness in the building.
Yes, indeed. We are brought to you by the Smooth Family Network. Cha, 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 cha. Uh-huh. You can follow us everywhere at Knicks in 6 Pod. Make sure you follow the podcast. Look at that transition. Everywhere at Smooth Family.
Greatness.
ENT, right? You already see how we started off.
It's greatness.
And you can follow me everywhere at Frostmark. Go again. Look at us.
Guru.
That's
Guru.
off 10 second intervals right there. And Sean will find you. You already know. Let's not waste no time. Let's get right into it, man. It was a week.
It was a week.
Was it a week? Sean,
It was a week.
It felt like a week.
It was a week,
A week, right?
And yet, so optimistic. Good week.
Yes. And I feel even more optimistic than last week.
Right. What a week.
Being real with you, I'm feeling
There
even
you
more
go.
optimistic than last week. So
Let them know we ain't hurt. We ain't hurt in the slightest. Let them know. Let them know.
Even.
All right. Okay.
Thriving even.
I want them to understand the tone of this,
Yes.
even though we got to talk about 2 losses.
Yes.
I want them to understand where we coming from.
All right, so let's start it off. Game recaps. You already know how we do this. We're going to recap the games as quickly as we can, but you know, sometimes
Sometimes they need a little more.
You know? So we start off with the Knicks folded to the Rockets 109-97 on
Yes.
Monday. Didn't love
Yes.
this at all.
No. No.
Mainly because Alperine Şengün decided to show us why he's getting paid 25-14-5.
Yeah.
And Freddie VanVleet, as I told y'all last week on the reviews, is good for the him off. Always with Jalen Brunson. All the time.
He
just doesn't stop with just him and off Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson 29-8-3. Carl Anthony Towns 17-19. Man, listen, this was so I know we spoke that you didn't really you weren't really into this game. You weren't really into it because you know
they took me out.
The pace was lethargic. Even.
I got taken out the game. It doesn't happen often. It does not happen often. And I went back and I watched it, and still I'm watching this just like, it was a game. Yeah,
it felt nasty. I can't say it in a lot of y'all. It felt nasty. Watching this game, I was frustrated. I kind of have this thing going where I have multiple TVs in my house, and I'm currently tracking my record in each room. So,
wow. That's putting the big brain to work.
Yeah, come on, man. I'm here for content and content only. That's just what y'all know.
There you go.
I'm a diehard.
We gotta
fan.
get all of New York, everybody, all of Knicks Nation got to get our jinx in sync.
No,
by the time the playoffs come.
Listen, I am superstitious.
Do your homework. Get it right.
With the poll. So I'm here collecting data even to let y'all notice that I should not be like. All right, so we got in the living room. I'm currently I think I'm 2-3 in the living room. 2-3 in the living room. I'm 1-1 in the office.
Okay.
And 1-0 in my bedroom. So, you know, we're figuring things out. You know,
That's close. You gonna risk the bedroom record? What's the next game you're gonna risk it on?
yo, it gotta be something serious. Maybe we play the Thunder or something. I gotta go check that out.
Oh, that's
I
tough.
need to keep an undefeated record in there. But yeah, the thing that got me and I wouldn't even say perturbed because it was a constant theme of the week. The fourth quarter we went to shit. The fourth quarter we went to shit. Like
Yeah.
it was good basketball for the most part. Like if you like defensive basketball and you like Carl Anthony Towns getting 19 rebounds,
Yeah.
which I like. But
Right.
you know, for the casual fan, it wasn't a lot of high level NBA action. If you're saying, and that's saying a lot because the Rockets still scored a lot of points. It's not like they didn't
It was
score.
a 1 point game in the fourth quarter, was it
Yeah.
not? And then they took off.
Yeah. This was obviously this was a recurring theme throughout the week. About how fourth quarter we looked lethargic. The basketball was sticking in Jalen Brunson's hands, and you know, as I've told y'all, unashamed cape for Jalen Brunson. I have no shame in my cape, but I strive to provide nuance, and Jalen Brunson is a good passer.
Yeah.
He, for some reason, this week decided until the end, I don't think I'm passing. The 8 assists is not indicative of what
Like
he.
I gotta get mine.
Yeah, it's like the 8 assists happened before the fourth quarter. It was the lack of passing in the fourth quarter and not keeping the ball movement, especially when it looked like it was working for a while.
It's true.
It looked good. It looked good until it didn't. I didn't feel like Cat took enough shots in this game, and that's always at this point. That's probably always going to be a problem for me. To be honest with y'all, just to be honest with y'all,
What was it? 17 shots? That's not enough.
it's not enough.
That's not enough for Brunson is getting 24.
Yeah, let's get that to 21, 21.
And he's not cooking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 29 points is not indicative to what was really happening.
Yeah.
Because he got a lot of those points in the first 3 quarters. It was the fourth quarter where the ball got stagnant and it didn't look great. It looked like year 1 Tibbs basketball with Jalen Brunson playing the role of Julius Randle. And we didn't like that. It was not good. The ball, when team basketball needs to be our brand of basketball, and I don't know how we get it to stick when we have
Right.
a top 3 one-on-one player in the sport.
Even though we're full of ISO players, we got to move the ball to the open ISO player. That's the guy that gets to cook.
Yeah,
That's our team ball. I'm team ISO ball, but it's when do you get to make your ISO move?
yes.
And Brunson too often is just dominating, but he got to the line a good amount of time. He got his free throws, so you know it was working for him. Even if the shot wasn't, you know, it's not gonna show up in the numbers how many of his shots, you know, he went up for and he got the foul off. I guess it does show you the free throws. But the point is, by being that dominant, all those extra possessions, that 9 for 24, add 4 or 5 trips to the line. That's what 14 and 28. Yep. That's 50% with the ball.
Yep.
That's math. I'm doing live with you people. That's
live math. The live math.
It'll be 29 then. Still, that's good ball. So I get why he thinks that's effective because it is. It's half the time I have the ball, I go up and I try to make something happen. I'm leaving away with buckets. That's working. I'll take 50.
Yeah.
But it's easier than that now, buddy. It's easier than that. You don't got to do it.
You don't. And that's
work it out on the West.
Situation. That's the reality of the situation. You don't got to do that. That's not what you got to do at all.
And he's learning. Yeah. And he's doing it.
Yeah. Listen, it's a process. It's November, people. I'm gonna say this until we get at least 20 games in. Just relax. Chill out. We got this.
Enjoy the show.
Enjoy the Knicks because I feel like not a lot of these, like, the focus has to be on working out the kinks. We got to see the kinks first because we haven't seen this team before. Like, we haven't seen this team before, so we have to identify the kinks. Once we identify the kinks, then we work out the kinks, and then you see the best version of this team somewhere around February, March. That's what that should be the timeline, should it not? Am I bugging here?
Be honest, this whole game was really summed up afterwards in something simple. We may need to wait until we get Mitch back. We need to start Mitch. We need to. Was that not this game?
Yeah,
like
Alperen was putting in. He was putting in buckets. Like,
yeah,
that's not to
and
say
it
Cat
made us
cooking.
miss Mitch. He was
like
cooking.
Cat was cooking Alperen, but
Right.
Alperen was cooking Cat.
Was cooking in a way that he's not supposed to. He was overcooking the situation. He did better than he was supposed to, and that bonus is why they won. And it's as simple as we're hurt.
Yeah.
We don't have Mitch. We don't have Precious.
Yeah.
I'm sure this is a different game at full strength.
I agree. It's very simple. It was a simple loss. I felt like both the losses as we transition into the next game, like, was simple losses. Like, these are things, like, it's hard for me to get upset about these things. It's hard for me to get upset about these things because I look at them and I'm like, I see the fix already. Like, if it was hard for me to identify the fix, it would be frustrating. But and as we transition into this game, like, Knicks,
the fix is literally on the roster. We own the fix already. We don't even have to look for the fix.
At $12 million a year. But that's neither here nor there either. But Knicks get like, transitioning on. Knicks get cooked by the Hawks, 121 to 116. The rookie.
I feel like we're using cooked liberally. Like, cooked.
It was cooked is subjective, right? And I put this and I use the word cooked because the word I really wanted to extend it as, but I can't, is Knicks cooked in last 5 minutes. There
you go.
You get what I'm saying? Like, but that's too long to put on a tagline.
that's the one. I hear you.
So we can disclaimer that.
140 characters.
You get what I'm saying? Like, we only get but so much. So Knicks cooked. Let's say it again. Knicks cooked in final 5 minutes by the Hawks.
Yeah, you go.
9-1, by the way.
Yeah.
So, the rookie, the first overall pick, Zachary Richachier. I don't know how to say his name, but that
I avoid saying it at all costs.
Richachier. They was trying it all through it.
We're such pros. I'm not trying to pull a Walt Clyde and just be making some shit up and call it a day.
He looked good. He didn't look great. Like, I feel like the 33 points was indicative of the terrible defense we played, and he's an NBA basketball player, and he hit the open shots. He was open like 6 of them threes, and he hit them all. So salute to you, Rook. And that's what you're supposed to do. That's how you get staying power in this league. But I'm not gonna sit here and act like he was cooking us. As I said on the recap, Josh Hart made a decision early in the game for the team and was like, is this nigga good? Because I don't think he's good. And to be fair to Josh Hart, I didn't think he was good either. So
that's what that was. It was just one of those games where one of those guys just come out of nowhere and he's like, yo, who is showing up for you today?
You're here to play today. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
It was adjusted in the first after the first half. And he hit some. He scored 33. I think he had 24 in the first half. So 9-point half. He hit the threes he was supposed to hit. Congratulations, Trae Young, 7 for 21. He went 21, 10 and 6. Trae Young doing Trae Young things, man. You know Rayford. Yeah, know Rayford. To know Rayford is to love him. Like, whatever.
I can't believe how much of a fan I am of this guy. Like,
whatever. To know Rayford is to love him. You know, like, he's never going to play impactful basketball for the Atlanta Hawks, but he do get these wins in November on us occasionally now, since he's still holding on to the 4-year lure of him absolutely cooking us in the Garden and Real shit. He did. He did.
Yeah.
I've gotten over that. Some Knicks fans
Salted my vacation. Yep.
Yeah.
Nope. Yeah.
Ruined ruined half my summer, to be real. So, I don't have no real hate for Trae Young. Like, I know who he is as a player. I understand it.
Right.
And he doesn't really faze me. It's like, damn, you got us. Real shit. That's some good shit.
Yeah.
But I don't think you would ever get us again.
Yo, it's just a rivalry.
I don't even think you would ever make the playoffs again, to be honest with you.
There's so few rivalries I feel like we actually have that actually means something.
Yeah.
Like the rivalry with Trae Young is pure. It's made of the purest stuff.
Yeah.
It is right.
It
has been simmering. Man. It's just like
stuff. I like it. I love it actually.
I honestly think it's my most favorite rivalry of all time. All time Knicks, all time Knick history. My favorite rivalry may be Trae Young. I just enjoy it.
You love it.
I love the theater of it.
You love it because in theory he shut us up. Like in theory, like I said,
we
are sensible Knicks fans on this podcast that may exude irrational confidence here or there.
Yes.
But he shut us up. He was like, yo, Trae
That's
Young
the
is a bum. He was like, Trae Young is a bum. And he was like,
Trae Young was being chanted on ESPN on God's Sunday. Yeah.
And if he wasn't playing us directly, I would have loved that from afar. Truly. And that's just me being real. I would have loved that from afar.
It hurt then and it stings now. But the law was created and he's manned up the whole way. Like Reggie Miller wishes it was this dope. He had something this dope.
Still lost.
You lost, buddy.
That's what they don't tell you.
Yeah, I feel like he's the one dragging this and beating it to death.
That's what they don't tell you. They don't tell you that he lost. They just tell you that he did the choke side.
Yeah, Trae Young's just pure.
Yeah. So on the Knicks side of this, after we gave Trae Young too much head time, but
I like the guy. I'm sorry, my bad.
But on the Knicks side of this, I wanted to talk about my conspiracy theory at this point in time, where I mentioned on the post game, Jalen Brunson, 2 free throw attempts that entire game. Jalen Brunson, 5 free throw attempts a game, averaging,
which is low.
I'm not even gonna lie to you, Sean. You my cousin. Mm-hmm. You just offended me by telling me it was low. Low is an understatement. Low is an understatement.
Well, it's blood now. You ain't got nothing to do with the fact you offended, bro. You stuck with it. Yeah, I hear you.
5 free throw attempts.
Yep.
Are you telling me?
I'm gonna look at you. I'm gonna say that. That is low.
I give Kyrie his flowers. I give Luka Doncic his flowers. You are telling me top 3 ISO number 1-on-1 basketball player in the league is averaging 5 free throw attempts a game? What are we doing?
It's true.
What?
It's true. It's not us. It's not us.
Let me know if I'm bugging y'all, because wow.
It's clear. It's clear.
Y'all can tell me the cape is on. I will wear it.
No.
But 5 free throw attempts a game is insane.
Yo, the league has an agenda to look out for players that they see as hunting for free throws, hunting for fouls.
Yes.
And they're making sure that they call them tight, and that's what they're doing. And his particular type of fouls that he get, the same type of quickly fouls that made us love quickly when we first got him, is like they're tightening up on that in a way that they're overboard, because now they're not calling simple contact, simple clear contact, driving to the lane, simple shot effecting contact. They're not calling just because it could have stemmed from the possibility that he put himself in this position on purpose. Like, they're doing too much right now, and it's going to even itself out. It has to. Whenever they make a new rule or they put an emphasis on something, it's always tricky in the beginning of the season. But that's another January thing.
Yes. Love it though.
Give it time.
Love the hate that we're exuding here for Jalen Brunson.
Yes. It's because he's him.
Yes.
His name was on the list. They watched tape on him.
This is all I'm telling y'all. And before we leave this, another great call, Anthony Towns game. Just pass him the fucking ball. He is going to take good shots. I hate the fact that y'all have turned me into a call Anthony Towns trooper, but I see it with my own eyes. He's gonna take.
It's not a position nobody really wants to have to be. You don't want to have to cape for him, but he's earning it. But you don't want to.
It's not something I enjoy. I just want y'all to know that. But it's not something that I enjoy thoroughly. Maybe I'll enjoy it more next year, post chip. You know, when I can be more unashamed about it. But what I see right now is somebody that deserves a level of cape that if no one else will do it, fuck it, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll be the one.
You need more proof? Next game.
What a transition. what a transition.
We're professionals, ladies and gentlemen.
Call Anthony fucking Ewing.
Yes. Talk about it. Talk about it.
Yo, all right. This is when I told y'all yesterday. I just prefaced it. I don't want to be a Carl Anthony Towns truther. I don't. But he has made it undeniable for me. I have seen enough.
Yeah.
I have seen enough. I don't know. I speak for myself on this pod. I don't speak for Sean. Name.
If I disagree, I'll let you know.
The nickname hasn't come out yet, and I know you waiting for like 30 games in, and then Carl Anthony Towns is like top 5 in MVP conversation. And that's our good balance on this pod. I'm here for early reactions. You know, I'm here for. I will predict early. If the greatness
he got to earn my title. He got to earn my nickname title. That's a different one. This is a different. We're watching Bodega Cat.
Yeah, this is Bodega Cat. I just need y'all to know.
Yes.
Get off the bread. Get off the bread. Bodega Cat is here, y'all.
Yes.
Yo,
Yes.
32, 11, and 5. Yo, all right. So the score is not the 32, 11, and 5 don't even really tell the whole story, right? The story really is the fact, one, Brook Lopez. Food. Not worried about him. Not worried about him. Get off the bread, Brook Lopez. Get off the bread. Boom. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Get off the fucking bread. What are we doing? Yo. The Bodega Cat. Get off the bread. It's got me tight.
Yo, I love that.
Yo.
I love that.
Yo, y'all got me tight because Cat
Get
really
off the bread.
Bro. So it looks insane. I keep telling y'all this. It looks insane to have a center that can score on all 3 levels. Like we've been dealing with power forwards that could score on all 3 levels for a long time.
Right.
Like, since Patrick Ewing.
For a long time.
And I'm not saying that Carl Anthony Ewing
Patrick Ewing days.
You know, I'm not saying Carl Anthony Ewing is Patrick Ewing. You feel me? I'm saying that it kind of looks like it a little bit. It kind of looks like the inside-out game is kind of just too much for the world. Because let's be clear, Giannis is good.
Yes.
At offense and defense.
Yes.
And he could do nothing with this nigga.
No.
I think he had one good strip, and I was like, oh, man. And then Cat just started going to work on everybody again. Like, Brook, oh, man. And Brook, above average defender. Like, we're not talking about Brook Lopez being a scrub.
No chump.
Like, it's not talking about Brook Lopez being a scrub here. We're talking about Carl Anthony Towns was destroying Brook Lopez, and then for a whole half. And then Giannis was like, chill out on that, bro. And then Cat decided, all right, now I'm just going to dime niggas to death and pull again. It looked amazing. And it looked like stuff I want to see all the time. And
his first couple of minutes on the court told you this game.
17 points in the first quarter. 17
His
points in the
first
quarter.
shot, bing, 3. Next shot. It's like he took a heat check in the beginning of the game. Like, yo, am I on? Boom.
I'm
We're
on.
like, yeah, I'm
on.
on. And then he took the third one to let us know
He was
that
on.
he's on.
He was like, that's actually for y'all.
Yeah.
That was actually for y'all. Like, that wasn't the play.
But just so y'all know where we at tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we in the building.
I loved it. I loved every second of it. I thought it was greatness. And it was something to behold, truly. It was something to behold. And shout out to Giannis. I mean, not shout out to Giannis. Shout out to Cat. Shout out to Giannis too. Hold up.
Give me the camera.
Let's
Give me the camera.
Let's not bury
Give me
that.
the camera because I was worried about Giannis. I spoke to you about Giannis. I was literally, after we did the pod, I was like, yo, what did I predict for this game? Wait a minute. We said a Cat out there alone to deal with Giannis, no Mitch backup. We know how we feel about playing Giannis in the Bucks.
He had no issue.
And we were like, yo, he gonna need the help because Brook Lopez is there. It's like Brook Lopez, once upon a time, ladies and gentlemen, if you're too young to remember this, was a franchise.
He was.
Brook
the franchise
Lopez
of the New Jersey Nets. The
was
franchise. Still the Nets franchise leading
Talk
scorer.
about it.
Still the Nets franchise leading scorer. He's playing.
And they've had some players since.
He hasn't played for them for like 8 years.
They had Paul Pierce and KG and Kyrie and Kevin Durant and James Harden. Brook Lopez.
That's Hall of Fame. That's Hall of Famer.
Yeah, I was so worried about it, dog. I was so worried about it.
It looks good.
And Cat cooked.
It looks good. It's not to say Captain Brunson, it was a bad shooting game, but
it was a good game.
Did slander work?
Yeah.
Did slander work, y'all? Because y'all might have slandered Jalen Brunson into the most obvious point that everybody else has seen prior to Friday night's game, except for Jalen Brunson, is that Cat is fucking him. Like he's a puller. He's a maybe you give him the ball. I knew when the first assist happened for the first Cat 3, I was like, wait a minute, we might have slandered Jalen Brunson back into greatness. And I immediately put in the chat, y'all have awoken this new version of Jalen Brunson, now to be known as Jalen Dimson. Dimson was out there, and I'm talking about the passes were dare I say Chris Paulian? It was some shit he hit a bounce pass in the paint. I was like, wait a minute. I kind of like that. I kind of like you collapsing the paint and then finding the seam. That looks good. It looks like good
basketball. And you be a different animal and the same beast.
Yeah.
Yo, people sleep on that Kanye Kobe commercial. That is truly. If you can get to what that is saying,
yeah.
Can you be the same animal can you be a different animal and the same beast? Can you do something different and still be the man?
Can you?
And he switched it up.
These are questions.
and he looks better this way. Yeah. And he's not gonna get injured as much, though, because literally that's what matters the most here. Yeah. Keeping Brunson, Cat, and OG healthy.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah, and that's real. So yeah, it was. I loved every part of this game. I'll talk about another portion of this in another segment.
Right, I'm trying to leave some for what's coming later.
Yeah. But let's transition into what we formerly known as Knicks news, but now known as Knicks hits, man. News and topics we're gonna be talking about. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So the first news and topic we will be talking about is Big Bodega once again balling. I have a conspiracy theory I need to explain to y'all. Question.
Mm-hmm.
Is Karl Anthony Towns the best big in the Eastern Conference?
Yes. I love when I saw this question. This is such a good question. So
my main point is that I feel like Karl Anthony Towns has been forged by the Western Conference for the past 10 years. There is 3 above average big. I would say there's more than 3 above average big men in the Eastern Conference. There are 3 star big men in the Eastern Conference, besides Karl Anthony Towns being the 4th.
Right.
And by star, I mean all-star at the very minimum. We're talking about Bam Adebayo.
Yeah.
We're talking about Joel Embiid. We're talking about Giannis Antetokounmpo. And even if you want to throw in this name, if you want to keep it within the big man and not just the centers, we'll throw in Paolo Anthony in there as well. Paolo Banchero as the star big man of the Eastern Conference. And he just
I was thinking that just now, right?
He just became that last year. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he's also relatively new to the Eastern Conference, and that could also explain why he's absolutely him as well down there in Orlando. That's to say this, right? I have seen Karl Anthony Towns already put pause, PAWS, on 2 of those 4 big men.
Yes.
2 of the 50%.
Pause.
And I'm talking about
absolute
demolition. Like absolute demolition in Giannis and in Bam Adebayo. He sees Joel on Tuesday.
Yes.
Love that as a litmus test, but I might not even take a lot into that either because
Dog,
Joel is part-time. Joel is part-time. He might come back. They might have him on the minutes restriction. Who knows with Joel Embiid? As y'all know, this is a Joel Embiid slander cast. But yeah. So you have 4 big men here, while otherwise you have been, for the past 10 years, been dealing with, at the very minimum, there are 15 teams in the Western Conference. You've been dealing with, at minimum, 9 all-star big men for 10 years. To the point where you don't even have enough all-star accolades because you've just been pushed out. Like, legit. Like, let's be clear.
Yes.
Just legit pushed out by as equal or better big men than you. That's not to say there's a lot of big men better than you, but sometimes people got better years. You gotta play the cards that way. You get what I'm saying? Like, yo, I think Cat has 3 all-star appearances now, 3 or 4. So look at the big men you gotta deal with. Obviously, Nikola. Obviously, Anthony Davis. Obviously, Rudy Gobert before he was on your team. Bro, like, you got plethora of them. Jared Jansen Jr. now, who's up and coming, another all-star big man. Alperine Sengun, up and coming. These are young players. You got LeBron when he was playing the 4. You got Domantas Sabonis, who's out there averaging a triple-double. Like, Draymond.
You got Draymond.
Bro,
Don't cook.
You go down the list. Big Vic is down there. Wembanyama's down there. You just had to deal with a year. His you get what I'm saying? Like, Zion is down there. Like, these are like at any point in time.
You are spitting, dog.
Pick whoever you want. They can pick them at random every year in the front court of the Western Conference, and they will be justified in some way.
Yeah.
So you come over here, right?
Yeah.
You come over here, right?
Big fish in a small pond.
And you look at the landscape, right? And you like,
this is it.
It might be a bunch of bums over here.
Yeah, this is it.
I might cook. And I think that is specifically why the transition has been so seamless. Like, besides the fact that he's shooting like untenable numbers, like, these are not sustainable at all. Like, let's be clear. There'll be a stretch where it'll look a little.
I was
rough.
thinking that watching
Like-
this game last night, like, yo,
bro,
he's killing it so much that damn February
there's
might
no
be
way.
tough
We'll never
because karma got to
like
kick
this
in.
is crazy. It gotta balance
It's
itself
true.
out. You get what I'm saying? But I'm okay with that because if this is the best version of Cat we're seeing, which I don't believe, which
I don't
is
either.
saying enough, I know that I can conjure that. I could be like, nah, I've seen this before. I've seen him be absolutely dominant before. So yeah, if you're telling me that out of 15 teams in the Eastern Conference, you got to deal with at best 4 other big men that are at your level or better than you, maybe. Maybe.
That's it.
And that's not even to say none of them got Jalen Brunson on their team. None of them have a top 3 point guard on their team. So it's like, wow. Like there's a world where I can make that argument and we can sit here and talk about it, and it'll sound crazy at the beginning, like Carl Anthony Towns, best big man in the Eastern Conference. But if you really think about it,
He is. You killed it.
He just might
killed
be.
that.
He just might be.
The judge will listen to your case right now and dismiss the other side and be like, hey, we're not wasting each other's time right here.
Thank you.
Bang. Yeah. Gavel quarter judge. Oh, you smoked that just now. The only competition is Giannis and Embiid. We just put pause on Giannis. If you listened to the recap last night, you'd have heard me say, Giannis, yeah, that guy over there, yeah, he's mad nice. He can't shoot, but yeah, he's dope. He's one of them. He really is one of them. He's probably one of them because he's in the East. Try that in the West.
Can't.
Yo, you make a valid point.
I'm just saying it'll look a little different. Like I'm not.
It would look.
I'm not saying that Giannis would be like mitigated in the West.
They will question the trade.
Yeah.
They will say if the fit works. They will say a whole bunch of other stuff about Giannis being over there in the West. If he went to any team in the West, that is crazy when you say it like that. Yo, that's a valid. And then it's Embiid, and Embiid disqualifies himself now because he's a part-timer, and we beat him
self-proclaimed part-timer, by the way.
Yeah, and we beat him with our bench point guard. I mean, our bench center. Yeah. Our bench center, who is now out there doing this thing where he's injured, so he hasn't been doing too much of anything. But our bench center was enough to beat him.
I hate to say that.
We got Cat now.
I'm telling you, I hate to say that. Like, man, I miss Mitch so much.
That's what I'm saying.
That's gonna look so crazy. With
like, if you thought our bench center was a problem, wait till you face Mitch. Okay, forget Mitch. We got Cat. Like, we got Mitch and Cat. Ugh. And then we got OG and Precious. And then it's just it's kind of a ridiculous situation to deal with. Like, shout out, and you know that makes the trade easier to digest once you say what you just said. Bro. That we traded for the best big man in the East. Yeah. And then it's like, well, okay.
Not the best big man in the West. Not the best big man in the West. We're not even talking about that. The only time we need him to beat the best big man in the West is if the best big man in the West makes the NBA Finals. You see what I'm talking about?
That's true. That's the only time it matters.
We need to worry about the Eastern Conference Center.
That's the math.
Like, if he goes up against AD and AD fries him in the finals, that's not likely. But you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not putting the Lakers up there to go to the finals. I'm not putting the fucking Kings up there to go to the finals. I'm not putting I'm not putting no team that's up there like with an elite level big man to go to the finals except for Nikola Jokic. And if Nikola Jokic, and I saw him cook Nikola last year, like I saw him do that. Yeah. He put business on him. That's what he did. He did that. So it's not.
And on the flip side, Mitch has been enough to handle Jokic when we faced him.
By far, we blow out the Nuggets every time. Every time.
So Cat could take the day off.
Yeah.
Because our backup center, which we could talk about later also, if that's how you feel about where he should go. But our backup center can handle it. Just like our backup center handle Embiid. Like,
Yeah.
Orange and blue skies.
Not worried about that. All right, moving on.
Catch the best big man in the East. That was brilliant.
Thank you, sir. Moving on. All right, so this hasn't been talked about enough. And here at Knicks and Six, we strive to support the man known as Josh Hart. So this is Josh Hart Appreciation Week, right? Like, there's not enough being spoken about the greatness that is Josh Hart that is happening on the court on a game-to-game basis. Like, enough, y'all.
Yes.
Enough. Like, let's
Yes.
be clear. This was the start. Josh Hart was the start of something special when it came to this iteration of the New York Knicks. The trade for Josh Hart. We was killing it on the Knicks and Six pod. And I saw one half, and I was like, I'm in. And I told you, I just need to see what I want to see.
I remember
and once
that.
I see what I want to see, I'm like, I'm in. I'm 100% supporting Josh Hart. And I want to give Josh Hart his flower mainly because he is literally the ultimate glue guy. Like, I feel like even the fact that we have not spoken about it at depth is more of like proof that he is the ultimate glue guy. You are not saying anything bad about Josh Hart on the court.
Nope.
Sans the shitty fourth quarter he had during the group sale that was the 9-1 run of the Hawks. Like, that's what we saw. That was the last time we saw Josh Hart basically do what he does. Like do something that's un-Josh Hart-ish, if you get what I'm saying. So
Josh Hart is in the perfect. Oh, my bad. I thought you was throwing at me because the camera is looking at me. I look good on here. I look right on here. Listen,
am throwing it at you.
we got it. There's so much. Yo, think about how much love we're giving the squad right now. Think about we just started off with Bodega Cat appreciation, right? And him being the best big man in the East. And Jalen Brunson, we've been doing all of this talk about Jalen Brunson forever. You literally named your dog after him. And
correct.
Yeah. Let him know. I heard that he wanted to come into the pod today, but I appreciated that he sat this one out.
He's good for putting his 2 cents when he hears me talking about Jalen Brunson.
And I respect it. So then there's Jalen Brunson. We got Mikal Bridges. We have OG Anunoby. We have all of these pieces, big names or whatever. And the glue that makes all of it work is Josh Hart. Really, Josh Hart and Mikal Bridges, but more so Josh Hart. Josh Hart role is less defined and yet comes with the most definitions. Mm-hmm. It's like
fire.
It's you like that?
Fire.
Off the top, baby. Off the top. Yeah.
That was fire. I like that.
It's like, yeah, you're not leading the offense. You're not second on offense, third on offense. You're not fourth on offense. We're not really trying to set you up unless you're open. But that's fine because you should be doing this or this or this. There's other ways that you can be involved, and we need you to be involved because every team needs somebody to do that. And he's just shut up. He just straight up is like, I got it, coach. You just feel that like, I got to do. Yo, he is vocal on the court. He's keeping offensively when he is not getting the ball, when he is not part of the scheme in the setup. He is vocal on the court where everyone should be. Who needs to step up? Who needs to move? He is out there screaming at everybody during the play, after the play. He's getting in position for boards. He's getting assists. When the few times he's getting the ball, he's either making a really good decision. Like it's been a good couple of games. It was the only first game of the season where we said, "Yo, Josh, if you see a good look, take the shot." And we didn't have to say that to him again.
Yep.
He seems very coachable. I can see how Tibbs gotta love this guy. I can yell and scream and carry on with you, and you can handle it. And you can take what I'm telling you, digest it, and go do what I need you to do. And he does all of it. We said this last night on the pod. Everybody in our starting 5 is scoring more than 10 points in every game since the Boston debacle. our entire starting five scoring at least 10 a game. You know what we said before we started the season? We was like, you know, the one player who doesn't need to score? Josh Hart. Because it's already so much that Josh Hart brings to the table that he does. He plays defense. He's getting boards. He's getting assists. He's setting screens. He's diving for balls. Now he's more vocal than he's ever been. He's more comfortable taking the quick. We never said that he needed to score buckets. And he is scoring buckets in the flow of the game based off what we need at the moment. That's why I said Mikal Bridges' name also. Because Mikal Bridges rebound, quick run around, turn around, midi. That turnaround midi shot off a rebound is my favorite Mikal Bridges play. That's all I really want to see him do all season. And to hit the corner three that apparently he's leading the league in. Like, bro.
First place.
Everybody's a threat. Yeah. Everybody, you have to keep eyes on Josh Hart. It keeps the other team. We shouldn't be losing anything. The other team has to be too honest. Who are you doubling?
Yeah.
Have we been facing a lot of doubles?
Jalen Brunson has.
He's made it easy. Yeah. He's made it easy to double him. And that's a problem we're going to fix. And Josh is one of the people that's going to fix it. You heard Brunson. He was like, you can't tell Josh anything. You can't just because Brunson, you may want to do this, and Josh is telling you like, no, we got to do this. We're going to do this, and Tibbs is empowering him like, damn right, Josh, do what you're doing, bro.
So I agree. I think that what's even more important, like first, once again, define definition, bar. But but I think even the piggyback off that, I feel like his most defined role on this entire team is Jalen Brunson whisperer. Like that's what that's his most important role.
He's a guru.
Bro, let him know. Like people go to Josh like, yo, tell Jalen he's wild. Or yo, Josh, tell Jalen why the fuck he not shooting. Like those are the type of things like he's the buffer. He's the buffer, and that's not to say that Jalen is unapproachable, but that's his man's. For real. Like
he can hear it from him. He can digest it from him.
Yeah, he could say it in a different way. You know how your man's is like, like, yo, bro, like, yo, talk to your man's. That's your man's? Yo, talk to your man's.
No,
like,
yo.
And I love the fact that I think that's his most important role. And I think I would pay real money to know what he told Jalen Brunson after the play in which Jalen Brunson looked off Cat. And you see Josh Hart in the corner looking in disgust. Like when Jalen Brunson went into the paint, like the play that's been looping all week about how he just looked him off. I just want to know what Josh told him, like, yo, bro. Like he probably cooked him. It probably wasn't like mean. Like he probably wasn't, he was like, yo, bro. They was probably going home in the Uber. He was probably like, yo, you see this, bro? Like they fired you for this. like you see how absolutely insane you look right here. And Jalen probably in the whip like, yo, bro, I see it. He like, nah, bro, let me make this bigger for you. Let me put this on the TV
because I saw where you did it too. When you did it, I looked at you like, yo, bro. But I looked it off because
he probably was like, yo, look at me over here. I want you to see me over here. Looking at you, ignoring Cat. You see that was fucking stupid. And I feel like that having that level of way to speak to Jalen, because Jalen, you could tell Jalen off his personality, like he's chill, he be chilling, like they be joking, like especially if you listen to the pod and stuff like that, they be joking.
Jalen looks like he is serious. I don't know. I take it different, bro. I feel like Jalen look like he is serious to a Deuce McBride or to a Kolick. Like he is serious business out there working when he working.
No, I think the working part is
a lot of mamba there.
Yeah, I think the working part is real serious. I think more so like the off the court part.
I feel like his boys is what makes it.
Like they give him the comfortability to be chilling.
They bring him back to balance. Yeah, the chi.
Yeah, and I think that's good. I love Josh Hart for that. I will always be Josh Hart Hive. I was literally co-founder. First half, I was like, yep, this is my guy. This has been a great Josh Hart season, and bless him. Like Shout out to you, Josh. Shout out to you.
Yeah.
So moving on, I gotta talk about this finally. Like another guy that's not getting a lot of love. He was on my Knicks for Clicks last week. It's Big OG Anunoby, aka the fucking Warden. Like I need y'all to know something about this guy. All right, like I don't.
Look how much love we're giving to so many players on the team. God, our team is so nice. God, our team is so nice.
Anunoby, I didn't want to I wanted to save this, but I got to get my shit off.
Nope, got to do it.
Many weeks. It's been too many weeks. Y'all been telling me. I want us to have a conversation about how do we like quantify defense. We know how we quantify defense. You know, in the form of 5 years, $212 million. That is the price we have set for premier defense in the NBA for the Knicks.
Yeah.
But a lot of Knicks fans and even a lot of like NBA fans in general, they don't really get that. Like they don't really get like, all right, you could score 25 points a game and you'll get $212 million, but you don't play no fucking defense at all. And they'll be like, yo, that's a good signing. That's a good signing. But somebody that could give you 15 and literally take your best player out of the game, Giannis, and fluster him to the point that he is calling out his team at 1-7, and fluster him to the point where he can call out his team like this.
Dog, you are now. Yeah.
I think at $37 million a year, that is perfect.
Yeah.
Is that not perfect? Is that not a perfect price tag to look at someone that's making $55 million a year and frustrate him to the point where he's at the press conference calling niggas bums? Is that good? It sounds
$40 million for a Tibbs tier defender, a Tibbs tier level perimeter defender. Like, yo, you remember when don't let the name slip now. Taj Gibson? No, that's not who I'm thinking of either, dog. Listen, it don't even matter. Tibbs knows what he likes and he knows what he sees, and we all know what we see. We judge defense. We know how we judge defense. We were so close yesterday, yo. We were so close to finish that game with 89 points. Yo, honestly, my only complaint is that we let the Bucks score 5 points too many.
90 PPG. 90 PPG is the goal.
That's the
90 PPG with Wingstop. At 94 PPG in 8 games in, like we could get down to like, if we can get sub 100 in 2024 NBA, I think we're a generational defense. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Right. If we can get sub 100.
All right, so let me back out of this part right here right now, because while you was doing this, I was trying to look up to see where they had OG ranked on NBA stats. If you just typed in best defender, where they had him ranked 57, which is the problem with defense. Because how do people know what to quantify without just saying like, oh, this person, oh, he's a great defender. He had 3 blocks yesterday. Like, nah, he just had 3 blocks yesterday because the person going up with him mooked it. He's not that guy. Mm-hmm. How do you quantify defense? You quantify defense by, one, this team not scoring on the possession when you're on the court, and how long it takes for them to score, or how difficult it is for them on that side of the ball. It's not as simple as a steal. It's not as simple as a block. It's, what does your team look like with you on the court and you off the court? Mm-hmm. When OG is on the court, it's an eye test thing. Defense is an eye test thing. Yep. It's 100% an eye test thing. Nobody can tell me nothing.
It's an effort thing. It's how people look like. It's
doing it is an effort thing, but judging it when you're watching it is an eye test thing, because there's no stat that's going to just make it easy for you unless they had a crazy block day, a crazy steal day.
Yeah, I look at it like this. Like, obviously, Wembanyama is a good defender because, honestly and truly, what does your shot look like when I'm in the area? That's how I quantify defense. I think it's that simple. Honestly,
it is.
What does your shot look like? how much of your mechanics is absolutely off when I'm in the area, when it's whether it's dribbling, whether it's shooting, whether it's passing. What are you overthinking shit? Like that's how I see it. So
Are you going up in my face, dog? Are you going to shoot it in my face disrespectfully like I'm not here?
To do that? Because on a poor defender, you got confidence to do that. But
Yes.
on OG Anunoby,
nobody in the league has that.
I'm not just doing that. Like it got to be in rhythm. I'm gonna just have to be like I gotta catch it in perfect rhythm. Because if I take half a second to hesitate, he's gonna strip me. If I take half a second to hesitate, he's gonna block me. If I take half a second to hesitate, he might literally be halfway down the court ready to dunk the ball. Like he's jumping past lanes. I think it's a testament that I say that specifically because he knows how to like intimidate people on the defensive end. It looks scary. Like it looks scary for the opposing team.
He looks big and
is
long,
lunging at you. He just like
he was looking like he was waiting to come play defense. Like, well, finally, let's get to it. Let's get to it.
It's like watching wacky inflatable 2-man play defense on you, and he's just moving around. It's active. It's the same thing with Mikal. Mikal just don't got 30 pounds extra to move like that.
Right. Like, even his off-ball defense, when he is still out there like this, just looking like the problem is still right. Like you still, as the offensive player, you're still looking at where OG is.
Where the hell
if he's in your peripheral, he's affecting your stuff.
Yes. That's my whole point. Is like, if he's anywhere, if you could sniff this nigga's fucking deodorant, you are like,
it's too late for you. It's too late for you if smell gets involved. You know, it's over.
And that's not even to say, like, this is a defensive conversation, but the offense looks good. We spoke about it a little bit in the recap. It doesn't look smooth, if that's what we're looking for, which is kind of what we're looking for, but not really.
It looks like effort. It looks
strong, though. Like, after Cat boomed it on Brook Lopez, which we didn't talk about.
Yes, he did.
Wait a minute, King. Let me get involved as well. And boomed it on Giannis. No, Bobby Portis. I'm not even going to do Giannis like that. But boomed it on Bobby Portis. And it's like, bro, like, the offense will look smoother.
And he's been doing it a lot this season, too.
Yeah, he looks confident, and I like a confident OG. That's what I said. I like when he shoots. I like when he takes his shots.
OG takes the sting of not having Randall away because he's the closest thing we have to bully ball.
Yeah, like, and he'll do it. And he don't mind doing it either. He don't mind doing it. Put that brother in the post. It's gonna look a little clunky.
It's gonna look
a little clunky, you know, but I'm strong.
But I think
I'm strong, man. I'm strong, man. Don't worry about me.
I think Tim's got in his ear like, yo, this is what you need to do this year.
Yeah.
If you do this year, put that shoulder on him.
Yeah.
Go get that air one. Go make it air one happen, bro. Go get it.
Yo, get OG in some dribbling drills. He might look high. He might, because it's like all the clunkiness is just because the dribbling look a little, it look a little sus, like it look like it can get stripped a little. But if he tighten it up, the ball a little too far from his body. But if he keep that ball close,
that's literally what it is.
I'm telling you, if he start keeping it close, it might look alright. Like averaging 15 points a game.
That 15.
And locking up 15 points, 2 steals, 1 block.
as a 3.5 option to 3.5 option.
I like it. I can't lie to you. I like it. Shout out OG Anunoby. I was gonna give you your flowers, King. I just want you to know that because you my mans. Because you my mans. If nobody else gonna do it, it's gonna be your man Guru. I want you to know that.
Nah, man, that's my guy, son. That's my security blanket on the team. That's Mr. Consistent. Yeah, I'm so much more confident, so much more comfortable with OG on the court. I want him on the court. He's the third most important player on the team.
Yes, legit. It's not even a conversation. And I love Mikal. I love Mikal.
Yeah. I love Mikal. I love Josh. We need Mitch.
But it's OG. OG Anunoby is the defensive. He's the oppa stopper. That's
Yeah.
He's the op stopper. He stops the ops. He stops the ops from doing oppy things. So shout out to OG.
Shout out to Wingstop.
Shout out to Wingstop in general. All right, it's time for the previews. Yes, indeed. This is our first 4-game week of the season because they've been giving us mad leisure time for some strange reason. And
Thank God.
I think we played the least games out of any team in the sport. But yeah, and I don't think. Oh no, we played a one Sunday game. We played the Cavs game, but this is our second Sunday game of the season. All right, so Knicks play the Pacers again.
Yes.
As y'all know, we absolutely smoked them in the second game of the season, 123-98. We are in Indiana this time. Notable facts about that game: Tyrese Halliburton, 0 points. 0 points.
Yes,
just put that back out there.
Yes.
Mikal Bridges masterclass on Tyrese Halliburton.
I haven't seen that since Dwight Howard scored 1 point after the press conference with Van Gundy out.
0 points is crazy. I don't think people even understand how much 0 points is really crazy. Like 0 points.
Not from a star player.
No,
not from a NBA gold medalist.
You can't score 0 points.
Yeah,
you can't score 0 points. Yeah, so I got us winning this game. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't see the Pacers as a threat. I don't think the Pacers have even been playing good this year. They do have one of those very vague, above average big men in Pascal Siakam, but I don't know. Like they beat us last year, obviously. So you gotta give them some credit. I don't give them any credit, but you gotta give them some credit.
I don't.
But they did beat us last year. But like,
yeah, but that don't count.
I don't love the Pascal Tyrese Halliburton fit.
Right.
I don't love that. I've seen enough of it to be like, I don't really like it. Because
I like it,
but
I don't like Halliburton. But I don't think that got anything to do with Pascal being there. I think they're good enough.
No, I mean like just their overall team framework. Like you get what I'm saying? Like them being the top two options on the team. I don't love that for either of them.
They need more.
Yeah,
they need more.
And yeah, I think this will be a win. I'm not even going to lie to you. I think the Pacers, at full strength, the Pacers going to have to show me they can beat it. At full strength, they got to show me that. I ain't see it all year last year. So, Ty Halliburton is a fraud. I would like to reiterate, this is a Tyrese Halliburton slander cast. We are now at the count of 3, by the way, for those keeping count. That is Donovan Mitchell, that's Joel Embiid, and that is Tyrese Halliburton slander cast. Anytime, any opportunity we get to slander any of those 3 individuals, we will take it. But yeah, I'm like, there's nothing that the Pacers do that show me anything that I feel worried about. In the case, like 123-98 is a lot to get smoked by.
Listen, they were a legendary offense last year.
They were,
and they you know, we smoked them the first game, and I want to see what we saw yesterday with the Bucks, a blowout that is built over consistently building the lead quarter by quarter by quarter by quarter
to keep us intrigued, and then get us some Kolick minutes and get us some Pacome minutes.
We're not too far away from Kolick being a regular part of this rotation.
And I didn't even put it in there because I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait until it happens because vindication is on the way, ladies and gentlemen. Vindication is on the way.
Who was telling you that Kolick was bad?
I was being told on Knicks Twitter. I was being told, you know who you are. You know who you are.
I just need to know who we pointing the finger at
they
here.
Saw the Nash Stoudemire short. And listen, we got over 1,500 views. We got over 1,500 views on that, by the way, on YouTube.
That was a good one.
1,500 views on that. I was being told some things on YouTube and TikTok about how outlandish that sound and how when you said it was slightly offensive. It was a nasty thing. But I'm here to tell y'all once again that Kolick Nash, it looks a little bit like a thing. It doesn't sound too crazy when you see the moves, right? It doesn't sound too crazy.
I want to see him playing next to Deuce and Mitch and Hart or Bridges. Yeah, I think that could solve a whole bench depth concerns.
Jalen Brunson is playing 38 minutes in the playoffs. I need 10 minutes. If we could perfect the 10 minutes,
10 minutes to call it.
until the playoffs,
Sounds pretty
just
cool.
perfect the 10 minutes. That's my colic.
Yep.
That is my colic goal for the season. Perfect the 10 minutes of backup point guard that I need in the playoffs. Just perfect it.
Yes.
Perfect it. Give me some Sean Livingston, even. You know what I'm saying? Like, not too much, not too little. Hit the shots when they're open. Find the pass when it's simple. Basketball is a simple game, y'all. Basketball is a simple game. Shout out to Colic High. And shout out to the fact that we ought to absolutely put the Pacers yet again. And I will be there,
Yes.
and I will be ready. Moving on.
All
Important game here. NBA Cup season starts.
Yes.
Tuesday. It starts.
Against who? Huh? Huh?
The 76ers.
Ooh.
Philadelphia.
Yo, this is for so much. This is for so much. This is for the
76ers.
cup game. This is for the best big man in the
Look
East.
it up.
This is for the fact that we washed y'all last year in the playoffs.
Yeah.
After y'all did us dirty and took out our center, we went and got a new center.
We did.
We went and got the best center in the East.
We did. So
Let's
big up-
do this. You got PG. I got everybody I need to stop.
Big up, first of all, Jalen Brunson, because I'm calling this game specifically the Jalen Brunson get right game. I want this to be the 45-point Jalen Brunson game. This is the one I want.
This game
for
could
him.
be crazy.
I want this one for him specifically, and I want it all within the flow of the offense. I want it all within the flow of the offense. I want it.
And if we get on the flow of the offense game, we win big.
Yes.
If we get a game where we're in the photo offense, another everybody over 10 points,
Yes.
flowing the offense game.
So sneaky point here, right? I think the best big man in basketball conversation, right, is not just a points conversation here. That's why I'm predicting a big Jalen Brunson game, because I'm predicting a big. I'm predicting here either one or two things. I'm predicting a Karl Anthony Towns triple double, because it's on the way. I want y'all to know that it's on the way. The passing looks too good. And first option cat with Joel Embiid playing above average defense on him, and because my point that I've told y'all on several occasions that Karl Anthony Towns does not take bad shots. He does not take bad shots.
It's true.
I
He's gonna
think
kick it out.
he looks at it and he's like, who's guarding Jalen Brunson? You know who it's not? It's not Tyrese Maxey. You know who it's probably? It's probably Kelly Oubre. You know what he does to Kelly Oubre? Is give him chips. So if we can get off-ball Brunson, man, it could be spooky. I'm predicting a big Jalen Brunson game here. I'm predicting a big cat game, but not necessarily points. I'm thinking, give me 2015 and 10. Give me 2015 and 8. I would like either of those. And I'm predicting a big Mikal Bridges game. I don't know if y'all have heard me, but I don't know if I put this out there into the atmosphere, but I will. There will be a time.
Talk about go ahead and praise the last of the starting five that hadn't get praised on the pod for the day.
There will be a time. There will be 4 times this year, y'all. Bold prediction of the year that Mikal Bridges will give us over 30 points. All turnaround minis. All ethical.
Nah, quick threes.
With three threes to get us to 40 points, to get us to 2 40-point games. Because I'm telling you, it just feels like he should also make all of his shots. They're all good shots. Like, there's one shot that he'll take that is like, all right, Mikal. But then when you think about it, it's like he's keeping the offense fresh. He's like, bro, we're not going to take the worst shot at 5 seconds down. Let's just take a shot now. Because, one, you have the defensive personnel to, bro, good shots early. Man, we going to play defense. We get the ball back in 6 seconds. We going to get the ball back in 6 seconds. So I'm predicting good Mikal game, maybe a 25 pointer. I might like a little 25 pointer from Mikal, you know? And I would not, and that's not to say I wouldn't be completely satisfied with another balanced scoring of 15, 15, 15, 20, 30, you know, to get us over the hump. That's not to say like Deuce McBride is literally our only offense off the bench. So I think this is a closer game than most because I don't really have a lot of respect for Paul George, like as a Sixer. I don't think that's a good fit at all. But Paul George is the as the kids say the ultimate the ultimate superstar guy. Not to say he's like the ultimate superstar, but he's what you want from your superstar. Someone who could score at all three levels and play defense. But
sure, it's true.
But Tyrese Maxey is out for a couple weeks, so and I'm of the belief that Tyrese Maxey should be the number one option in my personal opinion. But that's neither here nor there. Joel Embiid will be on a minutes restriction, so we'll know about that. I think we win this fairly easily.
I mean, there's not much to say to it. This game is for the best big man in the East, and the Sixers are shorthanded. And I mean, dog, what do you want me to say?
You're right.
We watched them when we were shorthanded.
Yeah,
they weren't shorthanded. We were the shorthanded. Dog, we didn't have Randall or Mitch. Just think about how much is lost there.
He tried to injure Mitch. Never forget.
Yeah. And he did injure Mitch. He did injure Mitch. That's because Mitch tried to play through for a little bit.
We're actually still suffering from that right now.
From that, he injured. He's why we're not undefeated right now. He injured Mitch. Like, absolutely. So yeah, we got to win. Hey, dog, we're gonna win this. We got to win this. I want to win the NBA Cup. Yes, I know it's not cool to say that, but I don't care. I want to win it. I want to get this. I want to get the slander. I want to get the slander of winning it. I want to hear everybody say that's the only chip that the Knicks are ever going to win. I'm down for hearing that for the next 6 months until we win the chip itself right afterwards. I want to win the NBA Cup. I want to win the chip. I want to dominate the whole season. I want it all.
About to be first double chip. Yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah, I want it all. I want it to be a new dynasty. Yeah. I want to win the next 6 trophies they got to give. Yeah. 3 NBA Cups, 3 NBA championships. I want to, we're built for all of this right now.
Yes, we are.
Cap wise, we're all right. Let's keep going. We're too good right now. We're too good. We literally just praised Bridges. We praised the entire starting 5 today.
We did. Everybody got love. All right. So moving on, third game of the week. Knicks Bulls. All right. So this is what we call this our least inclined game of this week. So we'll probably lose this one.
Right.
That's where the level's gone. Am I wrong here? Because I feel like, you look at it and you're like,
Yeah.
If there was a game to lose, right? If there was a game to stick up the bed, right? It would be Knicks Bulls. Nikola Vucevic 30-pointer. Zach LaVine decides to not average 10 points a game and comes out with a 20.
No, the game to stink it up would be Indiana. Don't get it twisted. The game to stink it up is the Pacers game.
That's also true.
Yeah, the Pacers game is the one to stink it up. But this game right here is one of those. I think it's all right. We're supposed to win this game. I'm gonna have us winning this game, and I'm not gonna act like there's any basketball reasons why we should lose this game. So I'm gonna just say we win this game because we're supposed to win this game, and we're supposed to beat last year. Oh, great point. Oh, good job, Sean. Last year, we beat the teams we were supposed to beat, and we remember the games that we lost against teams that we were supposed to beat because there were not many. We had a couple of key good wins, and we majorly beat the bad teams or the teams that we should win. And therefore, off the strength of that, we're going to beat the Bulls because we're supposed to, because that's what we do now. This is not back then.
That's
what we do now. That's this culture.
This is different team, as my man Jalen Brunson said. He said, it's a different team. He said, it will take time. It's different team. We can't do the same shit we was doing last year. He said that shit word for word, ball for ball. I was like, oh my God, this nigga's in my head. I said, oh my God, this nigga's in my head. I said the same thing. I said the same thing on the recap. Like, yo, bro, this is a different team. It's just gonna take different time.
We got the Rockets and Hawks losses out of our system.
And that's real.
I
would love for that
because
to be
that
out
was
of my system.
Yeah, because that's a change of philosophy that Brunson has to make on how we utilize Cat being here. And it's not even like, hey, you're 1A and I'm 1B, or I'm 1A and you're 1B. Like, no, B2. B2, Brunson.
It's fine. We don't even care, honestly. Like, it's not.
Don't even care.
That's the best part about it, is that we really don't even care.
And I still believe, we don't care if you do it. And I still believe in the heart of hearts with the contract that he signed, that he's okay with that. Like, he's okay with being 2.
I just think with the contract, not even with the contract he signed, I think that it just based off like the Cat conversation that we just had earlier, like Jalen Brunson just has to recognize, bro, there's only like 3 other better, like just as good big men than Cat in the league right now. Like, I mean,
and
like,
he'll learn all of that this week. Think about who he's going against this week. He's going against Miles Turner. He's going against Embiid and Vucevic.
Yep.
That's your and you just beat
Giannis. East bigs.
Yeah, that's it.
That's literally your next tier of East bigs.
You just beat Giannis. So in 4 games straight, you went against all that you really did, and you just did Bam like 2-3 games ago. Like, you literally have faced all that you need to be concerned with in this matchup, and you get to see it all right now. Tuesday changes us. Yeah. We're going to kill the Bulls, bro. We're going to kill the Bulls. I'm putting $20 when we went by plus 25.
Got you. All right, so finally,
plus 20, plus 20,
finally,
plus 18.
Little bro comes to town. Little bro comes to town. Mikal Bridges legacy game. Mikal Bridges legacy game.
This is gonna be good for my fantasy team.
Versus Knicks. I don't know if we had the Garden or we had the Barclays, but who cares, right? It's
Doesn't matter.
Garden or Garden Jr.
Still gonna cost $3 to get there. Yeah. Who cares?
We'll be looking at, so Knicks obviously have dominated this since KD and Kyrie have left. We won our past 5. I think we won like our past 6 or 7, honestly. And once again, I feel like this is always important to put up every time we play the Nets. Nicky Claxton, once again, this might slowly be a Nicky Claxton slander account, but he hasn't done enough for me to even to warrant that. But Nicky Claxton once again said 6 or 7 games ago, I've never lost to the Knicks in my career, and ever since he's made that statement, y'all, he's lost every time. Every single time he's lost.
It's beautiful work. It's beautiful work.
It's one of those cool Nets facts that stay in my head every time I see
it. He got his Knicks jinx in line. He got it set up right now. Thank you, Nicky Claxton.
Nicky Claxton, once again. So I think this is a great game. I would love if the vibes are immaculate. You get what I'm saying? For us to really get Mikal some good love this game. You get what I'm saying? Like,
oh, that'd be nice.
Feeding the ball. See, let him hit a couple moves on Ben Simmons. Like, let's make Mikal look good. That's the type of good vibes games I'm looking for.
Is Simmons back? I thought he had to sit down for back soreness or something.
No, they benched him.
Yeah.
They benched him. He's a bum. That's it. Did not start.
Let me look at Ben Simmons' contract. How much longer is this man getting paid?
This is the last year. I think it's the last year.
All right.
I think he ought to expire it or something like that. But yeah,
everybody can't wait.
Best, like, I'm not worried about the Nets. Who they got? Dennis Schroeder. Who else they got? Cam Johnson. Yeah, I'm not really worried about them. Cam Johnson is good for a freaking 9 for 14 shooting game against the Knicks usually, but OG Anunoby is going to be guarding him, and if he's the number 1 option in the offense, it's good luck. Cam Thomas, we know we like Cam Thomas over here.
Yeah. Fantasy team.
Low efficiency, high volume score.
I need him to have a game. Hey, I'm looking at this game like, yo, let's win a battle. We didn't get our Subway Series. Let's get a battle.
Point game from Cam Thomas.
I'm down with it. Both Cams. Cam Johnson too. Let's just do it up. I got both of them. Yeah, I got both the Cams.
Cam Johnson. So, yeah. I'm not too worried about this game. As I can see, I predicted a 4-0 week, which would have put us both
3 weeks in a row.
Would have put us both at 12-0. 12-0 to start the season.
Yo, say what you want. We're third in the East right now.
I don't care. 4-4. I'll take 4-4.
I'll take third in the East.
Yeah. We just need to stay close enough. I just want to be close enough. Get us a 4 seed. I'm good with 4 seed Knicks this year. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Get us a 4 seed. Get the first round out the way.
I'm good with 5. I hear you.
Get the first round out the way, and then we let's go get jiggy. I like how we look. I like how we look on both ends. I like how we look on the road. I like how we look at home. It's early, y'all. It's early.
Any tip slander you need to get out the way before we go?
Tips, I didn't love.
Oh shit! You had tip slander, huh?
I always have tip slander. Are you serious? The only tip slander I have this week is that why are we double teaming? I don't understand that. I think I brought that up on a recap too. Why are we double teaming?
That was a good point.
Why are we double teaming? We have the best wing tandem in basketball, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's because we don't have Mitch back yet. That's the answer. There you go.
But we're still not getting. We're not really getting beat off the dribble. Like even the screens are not even really doing nothing to us. Even when we switch, like I don't even mind us switching. You get what I'm saying? Like why are we doubling though? Like doubling.
We should be switching. That's it. No, you're absolutely right. But he knows what it's supposed to look like. He knows what he wants. He knows it's close. He sees Mitch more than we do. He knows what it is.
He does. He sees Precious more than we do.
Yeah, he knows he's like, ooh, so close, so close, and he's just dealing with it. He's just trying to make it over.
And Precious Achua, once again, traditional power forward. We love the traditional power forward at the Knicks and Knicks podcast. We love the traditional.
Hey, we need it. We need it.
So. All right, so let's wrap this up with Knicks for Clicks. LOL, Knicks. You already know the section where Knicks fans and Knicks haters say just the darndest things, man. I swear, it's just always a time when you're dealing with these Knicks truthers and detractors. My Knicks for Clicks this week, man, goes to Knicks Twitter. As per usual, just the general consensus of Knicks Twitter. Dumbing on Jalen Brunson. I saw a lot out there. Like I wanted to bookmark a couple, but when I see an overflux like of things, it's like, bro, all right. I saw a video with the we'll call them the far left, and not in terms of politics, and I'll put it like the far left Knicks fans. Of Knicks fans that are too nonchalant, right? And then far right Knicks fans are Knicks fans that are too overreactionary. So let's just say the far right Knicks fans that have been like, bro, is Jalen Brunson a bum? Yo, and I'm like, bro, like it is. I just want to let y'all know, y'all are harshly critiquing November basketball. Y'all are harshly critiquing November baskeball, y'all.
Yeah.
It's November. We ain't even get to the turkey yet. We don't even got NFL playoff picture graphics yet. And we are overanalyzing November basketball. Like I said, we are here. November and October are here to identify the kinks and then to begin to work out the kinks in December so that the kinks will be nice and worked out by February. That is the timeline. Calm down. We are 8 games in. We ain't even get to a quarter of the season yet.
It's true.
And if we doing quick maths, what is quick maths quarter of the season? 21 games? 20 games? We didn't get there yet. It's 8 games.
Not enough. Not
8
enough.
games, we've seen some good, we've seen some great, we've seen some bad, we've seen some awful. It's fine. New team, y'all. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. So yeah, that was
New
just a general.
teams, injuries, campaign gone, Shamit gone, Precious gone. I mean,
Come on, man.
Mitch gone. Like,
There's too many. It's too much disclaimers out here to not have some nuance to the no nonsense far right Nick fan. I'm sorry. It's just too many things that are happening.
it's because I don't care. It's so easy to say. You can tell
Yeah.
them all of that. They be like, yo, I don't care. Yo, so what? I don't care. Yo, Jalen Brunson got to do this. Like,
And I'm like,
Jalen
bro,
Brunson is the best point guard we've had since the best point guard we had in my lifetime. There is
Walk like
nothing wasn't my lifetime. Like, he's the best point guard the Knicks had in my entire lifetime.
Exactly.
Period.
Zero.
Period.
You think, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you think that 8 games is enough to like get you in a tizzy? 8?
To erase 2 years? Come on, man. Come on,
Eight?
come on. Don't make me raise my voice. Don't
8
make me raise my
games.
voice.
8 games,
Because
bro.
this is
That's
my
what
Knicks for clicks too.
Go
So
ahead.
don't make me raise my voice
Go
on this.
ahead.
No, that was it too. Like, I don't want to have to wild on them because 8 games. Oh wait, no. 7 games.
Oh, sorry, 7 because he played.
We're giving them too much. 7 games for 2 years. We just dubbed this guy captain, and y'all turned on him already.
They
We
tried.
just
They tried.
Brunson is untouchable, New York. All right,
Yeah.
unless he does something
What?
flagrant like
what are we
Jason
talking about
Kidd.
here? What are we
There
talking
is-
about here?
Yeah,
Is this a
yeah.
non-story or not? That's my
It's
big
the
thing.
most non-issue we may have ever experienced. Like,
Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing
yo,
here, y'all?
you get an MVP vote, that means you're good. Period. It's not subjective. It's not a flash in the pan. It means you are actually good at the
Yes.
game.
Yeah.
Like, we can argue you could get an all-star game,
Mhm.
all-star nod that you didn't deserve. But because Jared Allen was an all-star, and I'll forever look at that sideways. I don't care what he was doing defensively. I'm just not looking at him as an all-star. And yeah, that's like Tyson Chandler being an all-star. It's just a little weird. It's stupid.
One-off.
It's a stupid
It's a nice
concept.
little one-off.
It's a stupid idea.
First, one
It's
time-
not
first-
all-star players.
One time All-Stars don't count unless your name is Jalen Brunson. It will be
Yeah.
a 2-time All-Star in 3 months. So
Yeah,
like, it's like
Just a matter of time.
Yeah, I don't put you on the pedestal if you made it one time. Like Darius Garland, one time. He might make it in 3 months too. He might escape that. He might escape that thing too because he balling too.
Yo,
But yeah, I'm not. Worried about that.
I'm just saying that you can get an all-star nod and you not really be
And all
him.
that.
You may not be him.
Nah,
You may be the man. You may be one of them. You may be one of them, but you're not him. And there's a difference.
and then there's
MVP
tiers of
votes.
him.
Is
And
yes.
then there's tiers.
Yes,
of him.
there's
It gets
tiers
there.
of hymns. And yeah, so
You gotta
he's a him.
compartmentalize, for
And
sure.
the question, Jalen Brunson, so soon, just shows what I've always said. There's a lot of bad Knick fans, so-called Knick fans in the fan base. And I honestly wish I could talk to y'all more because you guys make me feel better that I'm actually sane. You guys are mad. It's madness. You make us look bad. You're talking about Brunson negatively publicly.
Don't do that. That get me tight.
Don't do
I'm
that.
not even gonna lie.
Don't do that. You see?
Low key, that just gets me tight because it's
I
like
had to
all right.
say it that way. I needed to convey it. The words matter. You're talking about Brunson negatively publicly.
Yeah.
Can you stop? Can you stop?
Can you shut up?
Can you keep that to yourself, dog? Like, because you're making us look bad. You're always rush to. You guys are fans of making us fans look bad,
yeah.
and we need you to stop.
And that's real. And that's super real.
And
And that's
there we go.
You cooked that up. Congratulations. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. Per usual. Boom, boom, boom. This is a good show.
Yes.
I feel like this is one of our better ones. Best one for the year for sure. Besides the first one. I love it. I got my camera charged and shit like that. But
yeah. We got the scroll. We got the ad in the scroll.
Yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in per usual to the Knicks in 6 pod. Make sure you follow us everywhere at Knicks in number 6 pod. You can follow the company everywhere at Smooth Family ENT. You can follow me everywhere at Frostbite Guru, and Sean will find you.
Yeah, I love just seeing my name and no ad. Yo, I really do just love that. Like, I hate that you get to see me, Like, if I could just leave my brain here and go.
Yeah.
But the people need me. Knicks need us.
Yes, indeed. So thank you guys for tuning in per usual. We will see you next week.
Dog, we'll see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Let me not sell y'all. We will see y'all at the recap tomorrow on IG Live. So hopefully after a win, right? Hopefully after a destructive win. 40.
Damn, tomorrow? Oh, yeah, y'all might see us on the Sixers. We'll talk about this. We'll talk about this later.
That's the sell game? I love it though. But
we saw them yesterday. Today. Tomorrow? Woo.
3 days in a row.
Yeah, you gonna make me lose some arguments with people. Like, I haven't seen you make me lose some fights on this one.
I love it. All right, y'all. We're gonna see y'all next time. Peace.